Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy KLA Cloud the Wanderer, about to give it to you once again. Yeah, I have a guest, Tracie Guile,
That's me.
the new IFBB Pro Physique, Women's Physique. How are you,
Yes,
man?
yes. I'm good, thank you very much. I'm still high from my win.
Yeah, like,
It was like 2 weeks
yeah,
ago. I'm still loving it.
yeah. I was about to ask you how was you soaking it, like the fact that you're like an IFBB Pro.
I know. It's like, it's like I'm developing like a bit of Tourette's. Like, if just randomly, I'm like, I'm an IFBB pro. I'm an IFBB pro. I think my husband's getting a bit annoyed. So I tell my dogs instead. I'm like, Mummy's an IFBB pro.
Yeah, wow. How long it took you? Like, I heard like on an interview you did like what, like 27 shows,
28 shows. Yes, that was my
28
28th
shows.
show. Yeah. But working specifically for the IFBB Pro card was about 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wow. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It was a very,
Yeah,
very, very proud moment. And yeah, as you could see, all the emotion was there. And yeah, it was just overwhelming. My heart was like bursting out of my chest. And I had lots
yeah.
of ugly crying faces photos. I was like looking through my photos going, oh man.
How's it? You making me laugh. You know, I think your new name is the Joker. You know, like
Harley Quinn. We can't take that away from George.
you're Harley
George
Quinn.
can be the
Harley Quinn.
Joker.
You're Harley Quinn. You're Harley Quinn. Like.
Hey man, the
How?
crazy hair, I guess.
You could pass through that. Yeah, so like, what's it like being in all these platforms and stuff? Like
Oh,
everybody
it's
like
so
noticing.
cool. I'm loving it. It's like I get to talk to all you different people and talk about different things, and people can hear my story. It's a great honor, actually. I'm really flattered that everybody likes to talk to me and knows more about me. So that feels really
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
yeah. Like earlier, I was saying that I first discovered you on Instagram, and I was a
yeah,
bit mesmerized by your physique,
yeah,
and then I seen David for FBB Forum, he was interviewing you, and I was like, wow, I was watching some of it, and
yeah,
then I seen also the female bodybuilder channel, and
yeah,
all the ways George Page and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, like yeah. Are you planning to go to other platforms and just tell your story?
Yes, if they want me,
Yeah, of
I would
course.
love to.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we already got a guest, a comment already. Rolando G, the lovely Tracy Guile. Hey, Cloud. Wow, she's here. Yes, she
Oh, thank
is.
you. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So, would you want to go from the beginning, like how you got started, where you from?
Sure, sure. So, my parents are both English, and they moved to South Africa, and I was born there. They immigrated there, so I was born there, and I grew up there till I was nearly 16. They separated, divorced, and then moved. My mum moved us back to the UK. So when I
Mm,
was in the UK, there was no sporting teams for girls. So in South Africa, it's a very active thing. You play basketball, touch footy, all that sort of thing. And then I get to the UK and I go to school and they say, oh, there's no sporting teams for girls, but you can play like mixed basketball at lunchtime or something if you want. I was like, it's a bit rubbish. Anyway, there was a gym down the road called Beauty and the Beast. So that's what my dogs are called too, Beauty and the Beast. And it was an old school bodybuilding gym, and that's where I found like my family. My home life wasn't good, and there was a place where I could be happy and feel strong. And they really looked after me and took me under their wing. And I started training with the bodybuilders there, and realized I was really strong, which was it felt good because I had really low self esteem. I didn't feel good, so to have something that I could actually finally make me feel like I had some strength about me was being able to go into the gym and lift some heavy weights.
mm,
And then it just kind of grew from there. So I didn't think about competing or anything while I was in the UK. Less than 6 years later, I moved to Australia. I moved here for a guy. It turned out he was a heroin addict, which was not fun at all.
Mm,
So that was like a 3 year sentence, I call it. Anyway, after all was said and done, I got away from that. But the 3 years was a bit of a blur, and my training was a bit here or there. Of course, there was no money. He was in trouble all the time. All I could do was work
mm.
while he spent the money, I guess. Anyway, I got my permanent residency, and then I moved on. See you later.
Wow.
I think I've done enough.
Yeah,
And
I
then
see why you be
I've had enough.
laughing. I see why you laugh a lot.
Yes, that's right. I've had enough misery. I'm done with that.
Yeah,
I'm so done with that.
yeah.
I'm so done with somebody squashing me and stealing my sparkle. That's what I say. I'll never let anyone steal my sparkle ever again. And then it was actually not long after that I met a group of people at a music festival. They were into competing. And I made friends with them and they offered to help me do a show. So I think that
Right.
first show that I do is that was 36 weeks prep, that first show. It was a lot of work. I had, like I said, like it was a group of people, so I had a lot of different information going in and out of my head. It was confusing. I didn't know how I would look. I didn't know how I would feel. Because of course, like as a female, there's a lot of things that go into this, like prepping and getting this lean and building muscle. It messes a lot with your hormones, and it's a bit harder for females than men in that respect.
Mm,
So yeah, so it was all a lot of uncertainty, but I never lost sight of the goal. I wanted to stand on stage, having done my 150% to be there, knowing that I deserved to stand there and I was the best version of myself that I could be at that time. Um, and I did. Like when I first stood on that stage, it was the most incredible feeling. Before anything was done, I stood there and I was just like, wow. Like I was like, I have goosebumps now. I was just like, this is the best feeling because I was so proud to stand there because I knew I'd done everything. I didn't know who the,
mm,
I didn't even see the other competitors. I was just like, I'm just happy and proud to be able to stand here and show my best self in terms of physique. I had so much support in the audience too from all my friends and all the rest of it. It was so beautiful. And I ended up winning that show too. So that was with
mm,
NABA WFF, that federation that I started in. And yeah, so that just kept on going, kept on going. I won that show. I placed second at nationals in my division that year. So then I focused on the following set of shows. I was like, right, I'm going to win everything now.
mm,
So I took a year and then I went and I did the Queensland regional. I ran overall figure for that. So I started in figure. Then I did the nationals. And I won overall figure for that. I did the Southern Hemisphere title and I won overall figure for that too. And then I went to Austria and I did worlds. They have a different system there too. So they had prejudging in the morning. They'd put you into the category in which they thought that you would be. So they put me in the top category actually with the big girls because of my legs.
yeah.
But I got third. Like I got third. Like I was pretty scrawny. I was like 50 kilos on stage, I think. But I still got third. I was super proud of that. And then I had a great time in Vienna afterwards. And
Yeah.
then I guess it just continued after that. After that, I decided I wanted to do IFBB. So that was in 2014. Because
Yeah.
IFBB.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It is the mecca of bodybuilding. It is the ultimate. Like Olympia is the gold standard for the best of the best, the best, and that's what I wanted to be. So every step forward from 2014 was going towards that goal. Um, and of course, at first I was a bit too small. Then my symmetry wasn't right because my legs are so leg dominant. I really had to bring up the upper body, my waistline as well. I had to bring that in smaller. So just over the years, I just chipped away and chipped away and chipped away until that moment 2 weeks ago, and I stood on stage and I had the backing of the promoter of Beth Francis, which was like this. The
Right.
blessings of Tyler Mannion, and it really was the most incredible feeling to have so many beautiful people back me up and be there and stand up for me, and that actually meant so much. And I couldn't have actually imagined a better way to win. You know what I mean? So it
Right.
was just, it was truly, truly incredible. So everything about that day was something very, very special for me. Not just the card, it was the support. And of course, I had a lot of those interviews after the Queensland show before the Nationals, like Female Bodybuilding Channel, FBB Forum. And they were just so supportive. They're like, you need your pro card. And it was like, wow, it's like I have support from all over the world. This is truly, truly incredible. So when it came up to the nationals, I had full backing from everyone. That extra, all the extra voices in my head, that more motivation to put my even better self on that stage, and I did. Beth Francis said so. She said I was
Yeah,
better than the Queensland show, so that was a huge compliment. And I got to hug the legend a lot.
Beth Francis is a legend and stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
she was on Pumping Iron too. I tell you the truth, I
Yes.
didn't see that movie yet. I haven't seen that movie. I know about Beth Francis like back in the day, when
Yeah.
I first like when I was a teen and like probably like I was like 15 or 16 and she was like maybe like in her she was a veteran and and she was like competing against Linda Murray at the time.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah. So the whole day was just so incredible. So incredible.
right. I mean, you
I just
got
love
your
reliving it in my
legs are
head.
your quads are very it's incredible. I like the way your quads are and
Thank you.
yeah. Like
Thank you.
I do have a question like I it kind of like piggyback when you was younger you had like low self-esteem like what what kind of caused the low self-esteem if you don't mind me
Uh,
asking.
well, my mother never wanted me, like, as in a child, like, at whatever it was. So she'd never wanted me.
Oh, I'm sorry, it
I
was too
was
deep. I ain't know.
No, no, it's like it was hard. It was really hard.
Yeah,
I was more of a daddy's girl, but as like I said, we were in South Africa when they got separated first. My mum had mental health issues as well too, so we'll just
okay.
leave it at that. There was a whole bunch of horrible things that happened. I wanted to stay with my dad in South Africa, but he told me it was best to go to England, which I did, but that made me feel even more alone because I didn't even have my dad then anymore. So when I got to England, I literally lived in the attic. That was my room.
Right.
Literally. But the one good thing about that is I could pull up my stairs and no one could come in. But like I said, that was the time that I found the gym. It really saved my life. It did. Yeah, so I had bulimia. I would self harm. It would always be in my head. I'm never good enough. You're not good enough to be loved. All that
Mm,
type of thing. So I think like training and everything gave me a bit of sense of purpose, and getting stronger in the gym made me stronger in my heart as well. And also the beautiful people and the family that I found there that surrounded me. And slowly my self esteem lifted and lifted. Of course, when I moved to Australia, and the guy that I moved here for was a heroin addict, that was another knock to my
yeah,
self esteem. That was another bump down. Um, and then when I came out of that, I wasn't exactly in a great place. Like when I first
right.
started competing, it was just like this quest for perfection, like to perfection, and also a way to hide as well from being in the real world, I guess, and people asking me about myself because all the trauma and all the pain and everything. Like I never wanted to put that on anybody else. I was really good at making people laugh and talk about themselves. Being a personal trainer, that's kind of your job, and that way I could hide. And it was funny though because as a few years passed, a few people that I got close with, that they were close with me, I guess. They said to me, they went, Tracie, they said, you know, like we're friends, but I don't actually know like anything about you. And when
Mm,
that person said that to me, that really kind of hit home because my heart was totally closed off.
mm,
And that actually really hit home. And I thought that's actually really true. I have these amazing people in my life, and I'm not loving them back the way that they're loving me. And it's nothing to do with them. That was all to do with me. So I really started on a big journey of self healing and self discovery and learning how to love myself because you can't love anybody else unless you actually love
mm,
yourself. So even when I was competing during those times, like I loved being on stage, and then of course stage would be finished, and then I'd go back into the old habits where I'd not feel good. I'd put on weight. I'd feel gross. I go to the gym and think, oh, everyone's looking at me like I competed, and now I've gone on 10 kilos. They're laughing at me, and just all these horrible thoughts in my head. And then when I finally started doing all the self healing and working through it, I realized that all of these beautiful friends that I have, I started opening up a little bit more. They were there for me no matter I was 10 kilos, 15 kilos heavier, or lean as, or whatever. That doesn't matter. It's your body, it's your heart that matters, and it's your what's in your head that people love and want to connect with. And I started making the decision that I never wanted to make anybody feel the way that I felt when I was younger in my younger years. I want to bring joy and happiness and inspiration and motivation. And also, during this whole journey of the bodybuilding, I was able to actually put that out there as well for other people and inspire them. And like together, like I say to my clients and my friends all the time, I say, you save me, like you do, you save me. Like, you save me from my own demons in my head. You save me from dwelling on things, and you helped me talk, and you helped me open my heart again, and you gave me the belief that there was good people out there that I could trust with my heart. It took a very long time.
Yeah, yeah,
Finally, I got to the place where I was just so content with myself and happy with myself. And that's actually when I met my husband, not long after that, because I didn't really have anybody before that. I was just date here, date there, nothing. So I was single for most of my life, pretty much, after that husband situation, the first one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, everybody fight demons. You know, like I could
yeah,
understand. I wouldn't say that. You know, I could relate to what you're saying, like with the moving place, moving from one country to another,
yeah,
and then your father. You know, I get it. You know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yes.
but we do got some chats. Let me see. Tracy wanted to ask, have you ever trained with another great physique, lovely lady? Do you know Renee Campbell?
I don't know her personally, no.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
few physique girls here that I know that from Australia. There was like Amy Fox, if you remember her, we still talk sometimes too. There was Louise White. I've competed against her quite a few times.
mm,
Leanne Tremnick as well. I knew like we sometimes talked and everything too. She went to Olympia actually quite a few years back. But there aren't that many like pro physique girls here that are active. I do
yeah,
know them all. Yeah, like it's a small community here in Australia. I know them all. It's a great vibe. You know what I mean? When we all come together at the shows and everything, everyone's so supportive and lovely and congratulatory. Always there for each other, looking after each other. So that's a really special thing that we have here.
yeah. I mean, I've talked to like I talked to a bodybuilder. Her name is what's her name? Oh, Renee Archer. She does
Yeah.
figure.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Renee. Yeah, no.
she's
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
awesome. Yes, she is. Yeah. She
yeah.
she was at the
She
show
was
too. She gave me the biggest hug ever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so she's a
She's
figure.
still like she hasn't got her pro card yet.
No,
She's
she's
working towards
yeah. So she's
her pro
working on it. Yeah,
card. Yeah,
yeah. She had a little bit of a health issue, but she's making a
yeah,
comeback now. Yeah, so
yeah,
I'm pretty sure next year she'll be a force to be reckoned with on figure.
yeah. I didn't know.
She
I didn't
has the
know she was going through
determination.
that really. So
Yeah.
yeah, so she posted that I was like, wow. Yeah. So I heard that you're like the you're I think you're like almost like the only Australia person from Australia bodybuilder from Australia that got her pro card, really? Outside of Australia? Correct me if I'm wrong.
What's that?
No, you're like the you're like you're like the only competitor in Australia that got her first pro card in Australia outside of Australia.
Oh, I got it here in Australia. I got it in Melbourne.
Oh, okay, okay. All
Yes,
right.
yeah. But my
All right.
friend Jessie McPhee, she does figure. She got her pro card overseas last year. Yeah, so she did the
Oh,
Queensland and Nationals here, and then she went to Kazakhstan, and she won her pro card there. And then they go straight onto a pro show, so she did a pro show straight away. But she's getting ready now as well this year.
oh, okay.
She's beautiful. You should definitely talk to
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm
I mean, I don't
excited to
talk
see her.
to much
Yeah.
bodybuilders from Australia, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I know.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I
yes.
talked
So
to yeah, I was talking to a strong woman. Her name is I forgot her name. Lisa. She's a strong
Lisa
girl.
Sagan.
I
No.
forgot her last name, but she
Okay.
competes like a strong woman.
Oh, in Strong Woman. I think I know who you're
Yeah,
talking about. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yes, I do. She's really impressive. She is
yeah,
very impressive.
yeah. I took like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, she's funny. Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Balls deep. Good evening,
Hey,
gorgeous.
balls
What?
deep. I know you.
Yeah, yeah. He likes muscle women. He likes the bodybuilders and
I
stuff.
know.
So smash the like button. Peace and blessings. He loves saying the same thing.
Thank
But
you.
let's run through some pictures and stuff. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, somebody got another question. You triumph over a lot of adversity, sincerely, Tracy. One kind of beautiful sculpture lady really don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. You a woman who does inspire. Oh, that's
Thank you
nice.
so much. That's so beautiful. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you got some nice pictures. I mean, yeah. And who's
This is
this?
that's one of my friends. So she's chasing wellness. That was her very first show. So I was super
Oh,
proud of
okay.
her. Yeah, so it's one of my
What's her
clients.
name?
Her name is Denise. Denise Lung.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
what's it like? What's it like to be a personal trainer?
I love being a personal trainer. I love helping people and teaching them about eating healthy and training well for lifestyle. So not everybody does what we do. Of course, it's very extreme what we do. But people kind of
Yeah.
don't understand that it's quite easy and simple to eat healthy, put good fuel in your body, yet still have an enjoyable weekend and a meal out. Do some training 3 or 4 times a week and create a really good balance in your life where you're still fit and healthy and everything in moderation, and you can feel good, party, eat out, enjoy your friends, go to social events, and still keep a good fitness and health about you as well. Because your body is your most important vessel in this whole entire lifetime that you have. Your body is the most important vessel that you have, and you need to look after it.
Like how long you been like a personal trainer?
20 years?
20 years? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you seen a lot of people. Like
I've seen a lot of people.
how do you like help improve these people's lives and change their lives? Well, you said
So
it like you try to be positive and stuff.
yes, and I teach them too. So I teach them. So when I do meal plans and exercise programs, like when we train together, I teach them how to do the exercises. I give them the programs to go along with it because you don't need a personal trainer forever. That's how I feel. I would like to teach people how to look after themselves. And then with the nutrition thing, there's a lot of coaching stuff there too to teach them. Also to help them choose the right food groups that are correct for their body, because when you start eating well, you start feeling really well too. You have a lot more energy, less bloating, you don't have health issues reduced, all those sorts of things. So I really like to educate my clients. So eventually they don't need me anymore. So they might come down, like it might be like 6 months, and then I'll get like 5 or 6 of them saying, "Hey Tracy, we just want a little boost of you. Can we do like a 3 months program with you just to get some more tips, more training things, and boost up my training again?" But yeah, no, it makes me really happy to be able to do that for people.
Now, how many like people that have became like a competitor?
I've had a few, probably about 10 or 15. Yeah, but
Oh,
like
okay.
the longevity in this sport is very rare. So there's not many people that have been around for as long as I have chasing what I've been doing. Like 14 years I've been competing. Like a lot of people, like it's especially when you get families and they have office jobs and things like that. Being able to keep up a bodybuilding career as well is super challenging. It's very
Yeah.
hard. So it's become kind of like my lifestyle now. I'm lucky that my husband is like the same too, so we can really work well together. And it's our lifestyle. That's another thing. Like a lot of people have a partner who doesn't do the same thing as them. There's a whole bunch of variables. You know what I mean? That can kind of dictate the longevity of how long you're in the sport for. But yeah, so it's been a long time for me. Some people do 1 or 2 shows and they'll be super happy with that. You know what I mean? And they can say they've done a show and they can feel good. And whether they continue to do another one or not is always, up in the air really until the next year rolls around or the next season, how they feel. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
there's
a very
people
personal
that
choice.
yeah, there's people that have done like 30 years chasing their pro card and they
Yeah.
finally get it. It's almost like a
Well,
jail sentence.
yes, I know. I actually met a guy yesterday, a friend of one of my best friends, Alex Connors, who's a classic physique pro here, and
Yeah.
he was training with him yesterday, and he's done like 60 shows, 60, 60 shows.
16?
No, six
You said
zero,
60? Oh wow,
six
okay.
zero. I know,
Wow.
crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He
Yeah,
did a few.
I
He
went
did
to
get
my
it.
first.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no. He did achieve his pro status, and then he went overseas, and of course, especially going like to America, like overseas, and even Europe to compete. Like the Aussies can be on the smaller scale of things.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
that. So it's like when we get a pro card here, it's very tough, especially for my division. And also, it's like then you have to step up to a whole new level when you go overseas to compete with everybody over there. Like it's definitely a journey. So it's like this. I now feel like this is the beginning of a whole new journey for me. So I don't know how many years it's going to take me, but I'm definitely going to get there.
yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I wish you the best, you know.
Thank
So
you. Thank you, my
your
husband.
husband, what, like he hasn't got a pro card. He's gonna get he. You think he's gonna when he's gonna do another show or
He's just supporting me this year, which is great. I think he'd like to do another show. So we have WBFF, the fashion and fitness show. So my
okay?
husband loves to do fashion, so he designs suits and all the rest of it. He loves all that stuff. Like he's the fashion person, right?
Oh,
Like the hair
okay.
is all his idea.
Yeah,
The
yeah, I can
matching
see.
outfits
Yeah,
is all him. Yep.
yeah,
He's got a great physique, but he likes to combine the two of them together. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So he
yeah,
likes to like walk a runway with all of his design suits on there, and then he likes to also do some fun posing. He gets really into it. He's like a showman on stage. So here, everybody loves him. Everybody, man crushes on him, girl crushes on him, everything. Even when we went to the show, everyone's like, "Oh, are you competing, Milad? Are you competing?" I'm like, no, it's just me. I'm sorry to disappoint you."
yeah. I went.
uh,
I went to my first bodybuilding show, and I'm
yes,
yeah, yeah. I went and I seen the men's bodybuilding, and I seen like the bikini the final judging.
yeah,
Yeah, cause I miss the women's bodybuilding and the figure. So I had to, and they was going crazy with the men. Like there was this guy, his name is Nick Walker. He got
yes.
first place in the New York
Oh,
Pro.
he's
Did you see it?
amazing. Yes,
Did
it's
did you see it?
sensational. He looked amazing, amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I mean, like I didn't really know. I'm not really like focusing on the men all the time, but I've
Yeah,
seen, but the women, like I kind of recognized them a bit. I
yeah,
recognized I interviewed her. Her name is Jess Falborn. Yeah, I met her, and
yes.
I seen. Yeah, I seen. Well, I didn't meet her, but I seen Michelle Brent.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. She
I
her
know.
the husband. They were sitting and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
But
Incredible female athletes.
yeah, yeah. I noticed like sometimes with the bodybuilders, maybe it's me, but some of them they seem like they clothes they have like this wall or something like that.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
true.
ever get that?
No, this is me all the time.
Mm, mm, yeah.
like when I'm training, like I'm focused, like at the moment, like prepping and everything like that. I usually do train at a different gym that I work at because I love the gym that I work at. I love all the people there, my clients there, and everything. But I can't get to a session So I'll be training and there's lots of people talking to me. I might get 4 exercises done in an hour and a half. So it's not really focused on my goal of what I need to do. I love talking to them, of course. So now when I'm like getting ready for something, I train at another gym, keep my head down, do my thing, um, and get my results.
Mm.
So
What
in
what
that
what's
way, I'm
your
probably a little bit of a wall, but otherwise, no. I'm like when people like look up to you, and like when we go out, for example, if we do go out on a rare occasion, we might go to a music festival or to a restaurant or something, like people will recognize us, especially because we're both very distinctible, my husband and I. And lots of people stop and talk and everything. Sometimes my husband gets annoyed. He's like, "Come on, like we're supposed to be doing something." And I said, "You know what?" I said, "These people just want to say 1 or 2 minutes. They just want to talk to me and say thank you. Like I lost 30 kilos. You really inspired me, or I love watching you and your passion. And you're always so happy and positive, and that really means a lot to me. But I know how much it means to them too. And of course, I can take some time out of my day to be able to listen to them, give them a hug, and acknowledge." That they've come up to me and actually made that effort to actually convey that to me, which I really find is really special and really, really I treasure those moments.
man? That's good. You have like a YouTube channel?
No, but I'm going to. So I'm
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
going to
You
launch it
should
about
have you
next
should
week or something. Yeah,
yeah. You should do that.
yeah.
Like have like a motivational like saying or something like that, and then do workouts. Yeah. Like, what's your favorite workout?
It all depends on what I'm focusing on in the moment. So that always changes. So of course, legs used to be my favorite. Now I need to bring that training down a bit so I can get more thickness in my upper body for my symmetry, like I spoke about before. So I love training back now to get all that time. Shoulders, biceps. I don't like training biceps, but I need bigger biceps. So now I'm there like 3 days a week, and they're doing the biceps and loving it when I'm sore afterwards. So for me, like the body part I love training is when I can actually start seeing the results, and when I focus my mind on a body part to actually make it grow and see the changes, it's really satisfactory.
Mm.
It's like it's a mini project.
Mm. Rolando G, any shows coming up that you will compete in this year? Tracy, I know you can't do the Lena Popa.
Yeah, the Lena Poper is for the female bodybuilders. So I'm women's
Yeah, I
physique.
know.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. But no, I am.
You,
I'm just about to finalize it, but I should be competing soon in my pro debut. As soon
you
as all
ever?
the things are booked, I'm gonna let you know as soon as possible.
Oh,
But I'm
okay,
so
okay,
excited. It's soon. It's soon.
okay, okay. So you working on being a bodybuilder? Like going to
No,
the
no, no, no.
bodybuilding?
My women's physique pro debut. Yeah. So a lot of people have
Oh, your
asked me.
women.
Yeah, a lot of people have said, "Oh, would you consider bodybuilding?" And it's like, well, I've just like this has been like a 10-year journey to just get this recognition and this pro card for women's physique, and I want to be the best women's physique competitor that I can be. I want to focus on that first, and then whatever the future brings after that, the future brings. We see what happens, like that. But I just want to be in this moment right now and really focus on being the best that I can be in what I've achieved so far. Because it's like I said, the journey has really just started now. I finished with the amateur stage. I'm now a pro, and I have a whole brand new journey to embark upon. And who knows where that will take me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like gradually, somebody in like what's her name? What's this girl's name? She won like first place in the New York Pro. I
Oh
forgot her
my
name.
God, she's
Ashley.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was in physique and then she jumped into bodybuilding.
oh, did she? What, the one that just won
Yeah,
the New York Pride?
yeah, yeah. I forgot her name. Ashley Jones. I think that's her name.
Oh, the
Am I
last
saying?
year's New York Pride? Maybe. I don't know.
No, this coming yeah, yeah, it was her, like Ashley Jones, like she was
Okay.
in physique, and I mean I know what's her name? What's this lady's name? They not coming to me now. Miss Olympia, Miss Olympia, she was physique,
Natalia.
and then she jumped into bodybuilding. So I don't know,
Right.
maybe that could happen to you.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like you said, you never know what will happen as you grow and you carry on. Yeah, Natalie Coho. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she
You
sent me
got
some really
Money
lovely
J.
messages.
Yeah. You got Money J 2023. I'm going to try to persuade Nat Taya Coho to come on this channel. Okay. And then he said something. Tracie Guile is the future of women's physique guaranteed.
Oh, thank you, Money J. Thank you. I'm gonna try my absolute best.
What like what show would you say would be like was a really challenge for you like in your 27 um in your 27 show journey?
So, well, the like there's always knockbacks and disappointments and times when you thought that you should have won, and there's all of those things. There's the constant knockbacks as well, always being second place. Mentally it's really tough to get up on that stage again and go again like it is. At these last two shows I was just like, I don't know if I can do it. I felt everyone's laughing at me because it's always like, oh, Tracy's got second again. So mentally, it's the hardest thing to get your head around it, to stop trying to think about what everybody else is thinking and focus on exactly what you want to do and being able to see exactly the progress that you've made and never giving up on yourself that you can actually achieve that despite all the demons in their head. So mentally, it's the most challenging thing, especially when you've had a lot of knockbacks, to stand back up there and get it done again. But you know what? For all of those, I'm exceptionally grateful because they helped me build the physique that I now have. I worked harder after every single one. I pushed harder and I didn't give up. So now I have the physique, which I'm so proud of, and I can take to a pro show. I know I still need to do some work, obviously, because those girls are absolutely incredible. I'm happy to be amongst them. And I want to be a serious competitor when I stand next to them, too. But I'm so proud to be able to do that. But mentally, it's the knockbacks, the setbacks, the disappointments. There's only ever been two shows in my whole career that I've actually started prepping for and pulled out of. A lot of those were personal reasons and because I wasn't feeling it in my head. Like your head, like I said, mentally, you have to be there 100% to be able to get
Yeah,
through the prep, get yourself on stage, get your posing practice done, get your nerves under control. Nerves are good though because it shows that you care, but to be able to channel them into the right direction. So mentally, I wasn't there for those two preps that were coming along, so I pulled out. So there's only two in my whole 14 years that I've ever done that with. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's literally mind over matter. It is like your body will do what you're told if your mind is there ready to do it.
yeah. Well, I heard somewhere down the line, the mind over matter, they're one and the same.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. They
Yeah,
are. Yeah. If
yeah,
your mind's not there, your body's not going to do anything.
yeah, yeah.
As
Do
I said in my
you ever
favorite
like
show.
you seem kind of like you could get into like holistic stuff like meditation and all that stuff. I
No,
don't
I,
know.
I
You ever
truly
thought of
believe. Yeah, no, I truly believe that, your mind is the most powerful thing that you have. It is the most powerful thing that you have.
yeah. Well, you got okay, Ashley Jones killed it at the that's what I was. Thank you, Money J
Ashley
23.
Jones.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yes.
yeah. She was physique and jumped into bodybuilding. That's
Yeah.
what I was
Yes. Yes.
trying
That's
to
right.
say.
Yeah, she did. Yes. Yes. She did phenomenal. Yeah.
Did you always had like braids like
No, no.
no
So I used to have when I was young, I had like mousy brown, thin hair, and then I cut it off all short. I had like a little pixie cut, usually blonde with pink in it and blue in it, and all the rest of it.
yeah. He says it
And
looks good on
then
you.
thank you. And then my husband decided he said maybe you should try getting braids. I was like, okay, so I got the braids. I really
Yeah,
liked them, different
yeah.
colors. I
You
didn't
look
mind.
good. Yeah, you look nice.
Usually he's matching too, so he likes that stuff.
Do you see like who does it? Who does it? Your stylist or
So no, so I have this friend of mine. Her name is Scovia. She's African, of course, so they do the braids like. Takes them about an
yeah,
hour and a half to do my hair. We have great chats along the way. She's beautiful. I love her to bits. She was on my story a little while ago. We went for dinner with her and her husband. But no, she just does my hair for me. Yeah. So we pick all the different colors, or she finds colors for me, whatever craziness she wants to do, and puts it in my hair. But like for the shows, I like to be matching and coordinated. So my bikini was blue last time, so it's blue.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like even like having these like the bikini stuff, like it's expensive. Like, how do you like out of
Yes.
the 27 shows, like how did you like prepare financially? Like
Oh man, I don't even know how I managed to pull off 28 shows.
that's crazy.
Like I said, I was just like, I'm doing them. Whatever it takes, this is gonna happen. Just work, 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 work. With my preps, like, cause I'm a trainer. I usually worked all the way through peak week as well, even just to make these things happen. Like I've done six overseas shows as well,
Mm.
in my amateur career too. I managed to put it all together with the help of some people as well along the way. So I'm not going to lie, like a lot of people helped me. So I have some beautiful friends and beautiful sponsors. I have some amazing sponsors that are getting me to my pro debut, which I'll be all thanking very, very much when I make my announcement. That couldn't have been possible without them. So I'm really blessed to have such amazing people around me. But when I was younger, I did honestly, and I was just alone. Like I said, was just alone. I would just work all the time. I would work from 5:30 in the morning till 11. I would go back to work at 4 and work till 8. I would train in the middle. I'd go back at 8 o'clock. I would unpack all my food. I would cook all my food for the next night, then do my cardio 11:30 at night, and then get up at 4 in the morning.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
man. I
lot.
just whatever I could do, I just did it. And it's funny. I'm older now, of course, and I didn't like these last two shows. I didn't work during peak week or much between the two shows, and I did like a couple of mornings work, and I remember driving home going, "I've just worked for 4 hours. I'm so tired. I don't know how I did this. Like split shifts." All the training in between and the cardio at night and prepping all the food. I don't know how I managed to do that. I must be getting old.
Yeah. What's your inspiration of like? Do you have like other bodybuilders that you've inspired, or you just inspired yourself to do this?
At first it was my own inspiration and motivation to be better because I was good at something. I really wanted to focus all my energy on it. But my first one was Anne Marie Lazare when I was with NABA WFF back in 2010. She was known as the
Okay.
Glamazon. Back then she was probably one of the most successful female athletes from Australia. Um,
Mm.
so she was at first my inspiration. And then as the time went by, now it's Natalie Colho, of course.
Yeah, Natalie.
Of
Yeah, I
course.
don't. I don't focus on her too much, but I kind of like her look.
Yes, that's
She's
right. Yeah,
yeah. Her
yeah.
legs. I like her legs.
Yes.
I can't
I know.
believe I'm discussing that with you. But she got some thick legs. Like her
Yeah,
legs
man,
is
she's
big.
got
I
some
like her
big legs, and
legs.
those abs just pop out. Tiny waist, abs hanging out. I'm just like, she's just perfect.
Yeah. Let's look at some pictures. Yeah, like you was really grateful getting
Oh,
the
yeah.
vocal. Yeah. What's this? Like what event is
Haven't
this?
posted the official photos. This was just photos from the audience, but that was the Queensland show the 2 weeks before. So that's when I won the
Okay.
overall women's physique at Queensland. And then the blue bikini is my pro card win.
Okay. Now, that do you have like a coach or
Yeah, so I have a coach. I have a little team as well that help me get ready, which is great. Everyone is good at their one thing, and we all collaborate together to make something special. I guess it's really important. They say bodybuilding is such a solo, lonely sport, and it's not really. You need a lot of
yeah,
support around you, people that understand you and support you. And I'm so lucky that I have that now. And honestly, to get the condition that I got for that pro qualifier in Melbourne that 2 weeks ago, I couldn't have done it without that team that I have. Like everybody combined together had their special part in that. And I was able to go to stage with full confidence, knowing that that actually was my best package and was even better than the 2 weeks before at the Queensland. So
Mm,
yeah, so I love my little team. It's like my little family.
yeah, because they, I
No
mean,
one
it
feels
seems like,
sentimental.
yeah, I mean, because it's kind of like, from an outside of you, it's like you're just flexing, and you know, you're fit. Probably, some people, probably might look at it like, oh, they do steroids and stuff. Like, how do you what's your thoughts on that? Like, people that don't know about bodybuilding.
Well, they're very mean. I see a lot of them. So I've had a lot more comments about that on my social media. Nasty people. But you know what? The way that I feel is that if you don't like it, then you shouldn't watch it for a start. Secondly, don't hide behind a profile where you don't even have a photo and your profile is actually private. It's like, okay, loser. Um, it's like you want to tell me that I look disgusting, but you can't even post a photo of yourself or whatever it is. But you know what? You are entitled to your opinion. You don't have to like the way that I look. Just don't watch. And if it's your life is so sad that the best thing that you've got to do is get on there and troll people that are trying to do their best, then I'm actually really sad for you. You have a very miserable life. So usually with those comments, I just delete, delete, delete. I don't respond. They don't hurt me.
Yeah,
They used to when I was in like a few years back. They used to really hurt me. Now I just don't care. I'm just like, you know what? I love what I'm doing. I have a group, huge support base around the world. We are a very niche athlete, I guess you could say. Not everybody likes it. There's very much controversy between the whole situation, which is fine. You're going to get the good and you're going to get the bad, but I'm just going to roll with my positivity. I'm just going to roll with my
yeah.
happiness, and I'm just going to keep my bubble here, and all those other people can stay out the bubble.
Well put. Well, I could show you some videos of you doing your thing. Check it
Okay.
out. Was you always graceful with them poses? That was nice.
Actually, when I first started, I had a posing coach called Joe Rogers, and
Yeah.
she was a bit of a legend back then in Australia too, and she was tough as she was a perfectionist. So I started to see before my first show, I just started learning posing 6 weeks before for figure. And I would go and see her. I would literally be so anxious driving. It was like a 45-minute drive. So anxious and da da da. I get there. She's like, push, 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 do this better, do this. Like no expression or anything, right? Just like, I didn't even know if I'd done well or not, but I took all the notes, practice and practice. I would go home and cry. But practice like every morning, every night, every morning. And there was about probably about 3 years afterwards, after seeing her every season, because she helped me build the routines and stuff too. She helped me learn how to be graceful and the transitions between the poses and to make it look feminine yet muscular at the same time. And I remember like I kind of put a little bit of a posing thing together and I started doing my posing practice. And she just looked at me and she went, "Why do you come and see me anymore?" I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You don't need me." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's the biggest compliment ever." Biggest compliment ever.
But
So
she
that was
wow
nice. So she
well
was like,
she
I'm
she
forever grateful for her perfectionism and for driving me and driving me. So I still implement that. I still do posing practice like 30 to 40 minutes a day coming up to shows. It still doesn't even quite prepare you like that pro qualify. I think because I had so much like stress and like that I wanted to win that pro card so bad and all the rest of it. And when I got on that stage, I just posed my heart out. I did one round and I got off and I was dying. And I was like, I've
mm,
done 30-minute posing practice like every single day. How is this possible? But of course, when you're on stage, it's a whole different level. Like there's the excitement, there's the exhilaration, there's adrenaline. That's like this is my one chance to nail this posing. It's not just posing practice where I can just fiddle around with it. Like you have to nail it spot on every single time. So it's a whole new level. So now I'll actually tweak my posing practice to for that same kind of mentality for when going forward before getting ready for this pro debut as well, to make sure that I'm ready to do, because there'll be a lot more girls on stage of course at a pro show, so there'll be a lot more posing, so I definitely have
how
to be ready
long
for that.
how long does it take you to get like the posing really good,
My
if I can
posing
ask you that?
as in itself, my posing is pretty good anyway. So I just tweak things now, depending like I can if new muscles start to pop out or like the veins and the vascularity and the separation I've had this season. I've never had that before. So that was really fun to play with when I was posing. My posing routines, once I find my music, I have to find music that touches my heart or touches my head or something. Something that relays a message or like means something to me. I have to have music like that, and then it will probably take me about it'll take me about an hour to kind of start putting something together. And then I just practice it, tweak it with the music, get my music cut. And then, yeah, it comes together. I really love doing them, and it gets better every single time I do them too, which is really great.
Was that the only like posing coach you had? The stoic
Yes. Yeah, yeah, it
um
was. Yeah. So since then, I just done my own posing. I learned from all the watching all the pros as well through all the pro shows too. So I watched all
right.
the shows and how they pose, their transitions, their routines as well. So I go through that. So that move looks really good. Would that suit me? So yeah, so I do a lot of I look into all of those too because you can't know everything. The minute that you think you know
Yeah.
everything is the minute you get stuck in your life. You
Yeah,
have to learn every single day.
not too long ago, I was looking at Corey Everson's routine and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, she would do
Yeah.
like a lot of like she had they was kind of creative at that time, like in the 80s. And she would like
Yes.
dance to the grease and then
Yes. Oh
sometimes
my God,
like
it's a good idea.
different kind of
Freestyle.
music, Michael Jackson. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they was yeah. Yeah, they. What's your thoughts on the bodybuilders of the past compared to the bodybuilders now? If I could ask you that question.
Well, everything has progressed like quite a lot. Like male bodybuilders have got bigger. So from Arnold's age to bodybuilding now. So now they have
No,
bodybuilding
women,
as
but the women
but
that
women. So women is very similar. So it's like it's been really up and down for women. It's like it's been a hard enough industry for us to actually get into, and past being bikini girls, of course. Um, and then of course it seems to have fluctuated a lot. Like they took women's bodybuilding out, and
yeah,
then they put women's physique in. And now women's physique is in, they brought bodybuilding back, and now it seems that women's bodybuilding is now surpassing women's physique. So it all seems to be going up and down. I mean, you can't predict the future, you can't predict the fans, you can't predict where it's going. I do like the female bodybuilders, like this, like New York Pro, those two, top two. Oh my God, they were so beautiful. They had the tiny waist. They were still so feminine as well. Big, thick muscles. I think it's the best version of female bodybuilding that I've seen, to be honest with you. Like, just the all around package was just beautiful. And then women's physique just being a little bit smaller, even women's physique division, like that's getting better and better too. So when I first started, it was Dana Lynn Bailey that was the women's physique, and of course now I guess she'd be small for women's physique.
Mm,
But I mean, she doesn't train for it anymore either. To be fair, but I remember meeting her. That was amazing.
yeah. I
Because she
remember
was my
she
idol as
competed
well when I
on
first
Ninja
started.
Warrior.
Pardon?
She knows. I know she competed in Ninja Warrior. Like it's like
Yeah,
this obstacle course, and they climbing like on monkey bars and
yeah,
jumping over stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So yeah, so everything does progress. Everything sometimes, usually things start to get bigger, and then they bring down a level and they put in a category to make a smaller version of the bigger level. It's great
yeah,
now because there's so many more categories for people to be able to fit into.
yeah. Rolando G, that's a shame. Your shape is still phenomenal, but just shredded. What's wrong with that? I'm most to women like you, Tracy. I wish they'd move you ladies, more of you ladies.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Rolando.
Then Money J 2023.
Yeah,
I call Natalia Coelho as the Brazilian Angel. She's amazing. One of my favorite women's physique athletes in the IFBB. Then
mine
he
too.
also says Natalia is
Yes, she
always
does.
openly friendly and has time to
Yes,
reach out to fans and athletes, no matter what got to love her.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
absolutely true.
yeah.
Yep, she's a beautiful
Tracy
soul.
Guile,
Oh,
you
thank you, Money
are.
J.
I didn't even like read thoroughly. You just
Oh, you got to
comprehended
read
it.
fast, man.
No, you. Wow. Okay. Well, that well, I could save the energy. Yeah. I mean, I like this.
If it was easy,
Real.
everyone would do
Uh,
it. Remember that the next time you're about to quit.
yeah. You have a really nice physique, and
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anything you gotta improve on? You feel that you have to improve?
Yeah, so I want to bring my waist in a bit tighter, especially on stage, breathing. Um, and then just harder in my glutes as well. And hitting the poses like as soon as I get into the poses too. Just little tweaks here and there. Um, Creating more width as well, my side poses. I got some great feedback from Bear Francis, which I greatly appreciated. So I've noted everything down, and so every single day I work on my little list there. So yeah, so then hopefully when I do the next show, I get some more feedback, and then I can grow some more from that as well. But yeah, so
Okay.
bigger biceps. I need bigger biceps.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this. I don't know if you already answered it. So you have an upcoming show this year or
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll announce it
okay.
soon. I'm just going to get everything signed on the dotted line,
Okay.
which
All right.
should be today. So I'll let you know as soon as I do.
All right. All right. You kind of remind me of Phyllis Diller when you laugh. I don't know if you familiar with her. She had this
No, but I'm going to
laugh.
look her up now.
Yeah, yeah. You don't watch a lot of comedians comedy or go to
I
comedy
don't watch
shows or
much
anything.
TV. They don't have a lot of comedy shows here in Australia. They have like all the Netflix streaming
Yeah.
stuff and everything, but I don't watch that much TV. Like I train, I work, you know, see my friends, play with my dogs, stuff like that. So yeah, no, I don't have a favorite comedian. I love comedians, but not a favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, sounds like Australia is dull. Like,
Well, Brisbane is a bit more laid back, so they don't have a lot of shows here or comedians. Not many of them come here. The other cities are better, like Melbourne and Sydney. They have a lot more. They're much more,
yeah,
vibrant. Brisbane's a lot more laid back, which is also lovely. The sun is always shining. Like it's winter here, but it's still 17 degrees Celsius outside.
yeah,
I'm still wearing a
yeah. I'm not too
jacket,
familiar with the.
even though it's
Yeah,
17 degrees. I'm like,
I'm not too familiar with the weather in Australia. So that's hot.
yes,
Or
it's hot
oh,
all
okay,
day.
okay,
Yeah, it's even in winter.
yeah,
The sun, in winter, this is what it looks like in winter.
okay. That ain't too bad.
Not too bad
That
at
ain't
all,
too bad.
huh?
We got that bipolar in New York City. We got that bipolar weather. You know, like it'll be like the past weeks, it was
Yeah,
cold. It's just now getting a little warm. And we
yeah,
was in May. We already was in May, and the first days, like the first week, I could say it was cold. Like you
yeah.
need a hoodie, and it shouldn't be like that. Like
No.
it shouldn't be like that. You got a buddy of yours all the way
Hey,
George page. Hey
George.
folks. Yeah, everybody loves George.
I know.
George is George is the insightful wisdom of female bodybuilder.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
George.
yeah. Oh, Warrior 2000 is a comedian. He would make your stomach hurt laughing if he was on. Yeah, he okay. And all the ways George Page. Winter is totally different from the States. Yeah, that's true. Because it be
Yeah.
cold, it's snowing. Yeah, you,
Yeah,
you,
not
you
here
guys
though.
don't get no snow. You guys
No,
don't
so
get no
in
snow.
different areas, because Australia is so big. So down in Melbourne, which is south, they've got you can go snowing, you can go skiing and stuff down there. They've got snow. But Queensland, where
Yeah?
I am in Brisbane, it's pretty much sunshine all the time, and it's always hot.
Oh. Have you been
Yeah.
all over to Australia or you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, a couple of cities. Like I haven't been to Canberra. That's pretty boring. Um, I haven't been up to Perth, so the northernmost part. Haven't been up there. It's very humid up there, like humid, tropical, humid, hot. But been up as far as like Hamilton Island and Cairns and all that type of stuff, where they have all the islands and the reef, the Great Barrier Reef. So that's so beautiful. Again, it's warm all the time around here in Queensland. It's very nice. We're lucky. The weather is beautiful.
Yeah. You ever thought about moving or just how long you been staying in Australia? Did you tell me that? Like how long
So
you've been
about 19 years now I've been in Australia.
19 years? What
Yeah.
keep you what keep you there? Like what keeps you there?
Well, you see, because I grew up in South Africa and then being in England, I realized I never wanted to live anywhere cold. And
Oh,
landed
okay.
up in Australia, and it is a beautiful country. It really is. And I guess I made a new life here, and I did it on my own too. So I have no family here. Well, had no family. My family that I have here now is a family I made, which is, like I said, all the beautiful people around me. So I had no one. So it was just survival of my on my own, which actually I was really proud of, even though it was really hard sometimes and really lonely and tough. I know within myself that whatever comes at me, I can do it, even if it has to be alone. So I
Yeah.
managed to survive and thrive and build a whole new life and create a pretty amazing life and have the beautiful friends and husband that I have now. So yeah, yeah. But I never
Yeah, I'm
know
glad.
to move. The world is a big place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad you're content,
Yeah,
but yeah. Well,
yeah.
let me let you go. I know you got
Okay.
other things to do, but I
Yeah,
really
it'll work
appreciate
out.
you.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
really appreciate you reaching out and thank you for the interview.
yeah.
It's
I
so
wasn't
nice
too
to meet
sure.
you.
I wasn't. Oh, speaking of the devil, hey, what's up, Warrior 2000?
Hey, Warrior 2000, you got something funny for me? Come on.
What was I about to say? What was I about? Yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure that you was gonna because a lot of people it seemed like a lot of people was reaching out to you. I was like, nah, she probably because I think I tried to reach out to you, but I didn't get a response. And then I was like, should I reach out to her? I was like, I wasn't sure, but I just said, what the
No,
heck,
I'm glad you
let me.
did. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
my phone
thank
got
you.
absolutely slammed after everything that happened. So I make sure that I work through. I don't have a social media manager, so I work through all my messages, all my comments, everything myself. So of course, this last like 2 3 weeks and everything has been crazy. But I've made an
Mm,
effort to get back to everybody, and I found your message. I was so happy that I found it as well. I'm really grateful for this industry. I'm very happy to be here. So
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you. So, let me leave you
you. Okay.
alone and till probably the next time, whatever.
We can chat anytime.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. You got anything? You got some positive positive things to say to anybody that's struggling or
Anyone that's
anything like
struggling,
that?
you know what? It is a big lonely world out there, and there is the majority of people are not so nice. You have to say that, but there are very few diamond people out in that world, and you have to remember that the one person that you can always rely on that will love you and look after you 100% is yourself, and you need to really work on that because you have no idea how powerful you are in here. No idea.
Okay. Warrior 2000 says next time, Tracy, I'll make you
Okay,
laugh.
Warrior 2000. Okay, I look forward to it. Thank
All
you all
right.
for watching as well. I really appreciate all of your support and your love, and it's truly incredible. Mwah.
And we'll stay tuned on Instagram and the next interview that you have.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't think I have one planned yet, so I'll check my
No, I mean
messages.
like if somebody, I know somebody might want to interview you. I'm just saying, because
Okay,
you seem
okay,
like you're like a rising star. That's why I said it.
okay. I'll take that
Yeah,
one. That's amazing.
that's
Thank
that's
you.
just me. I don't know. Like you just standing out. You stood out to me. You know.
Thank you. That really means a lot. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
All right. Let me leave you
All right.
alone. Bye, sweetie.
You take care, and I'll keep you posted on my pro show probably later on today or tomorrow.
All right.
All right, I
Thanks again.
promise.